Congratulations, Alejandra. Our next presenter is Genaro Perez. Genaro is a former ALPFA National Award winner, and he's currently serves on the ALPFA National Board as the North Region Director. I present to you Genaro Perez. Genaro.
The most promising professional in accounting award goes to an honoree that has shown great potential at an early stage in their accounting career. This individual has demonstrated great commitment to ALPFA and is a staunch supporter of diversity. He has been instrumental in developing our first student chapter in Miami and sharing best practices throughout the country. He is currently the president of the Miami chapter. And in 2002 won the award for Student of the Year. As a result of his hard work, the Miami chapter is the second largest chapter in the nation. He's a special person. I love this person dearly. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to your very own Zameer Upadhya.
How's everybody doing? So I'm about to aggravate Manny and Alfredo and the teleprompter in the back because I changed my speech a little bit. But you see, I had a little alpha Kool-Aid that got into my system, and I thought I was in a little bit of a rush to get my speech in on time, and I really wanted to talk from my heart tonight. And I wanted to thank Genaro for introducing me. Genaro is somebody that I met a few years ago when he was recruiting at Florida International University. And I was excited when I first heard that I was going to meet him because it was my dream to go work at Goldman Sachs. And he was recruiting for Goldman. I was like, yes, I'm going to go interview. Well, when I met him, I heard about ALPFA. I didn't hear much about Goldman Sachs. Maybe that's why I'm not at Goldman Sachs. So, Joe, I think we're going to have to talk later. But what Genaro did is he showed me the passion for ALPFA and introduced me to something that has truly changed my life. It is an honor for me to receive this award tonight, in particular because we are in my hometown of Miami, Florida. This is my 5th convention, so I'm hoping this convention so far has been your best. As I told you a few days ago, I decided to change up my speech. I was cleaning up my house, we did a little early spring cleaning, and I came across a list. Now, this is going to sound a little crazy, but I am a little crazy. In 4th grade, I started a list. You see, I started a list of people that have doubted me. And Mrs. Silva, my 4th grade teacher, okay, she goes to me. I had just moved to Miami from Chicago, and she goes to me, you know, she was like 80 or something. She was a little senile. She goes, you know, yellow people don't do well in school. You should just sit in the back. Now, she said it to me. It's a serious story. And I was like, huh? Last I checked, I was kind of brownish. But I went home and I asked my mom, like, Mom, I know I had jaundice when I was born, but is that keeping me from succeeding? And she told me, no, not at all. And she knows that I can be very intense, so she told me, just write your thoughts down. So I wrote down, Mrs. Silver, I'm going to prove you wrong. As I kept looking at the list, I saw Mr. Samus, my 10th grade algebra teacher, who told me, you know what, I don't think you're going to do very well at math. I'm an accountant, go figure. I saw Mr. Stark, my 12th grade physics teacher, who said, you know, you might want to consider vocational school versus college. A biology degree and a degree in accounting and a stint at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. I think he may have motivated me a little bit. Then I thought of... And then I thought about all the girls that turned me down. I guess enough of that one. As I continued through this one-page list, all I saw were names of people that didn't believe in me. And I thought about thanking them for fueling the fire in my stomach or the ganas to prove them wrong. I placed down the list and I was reading this book by Jack Welch that night. And in it he talked about his mother and how he wished that she would have been around to share in all of his successes. And I started to think of my own mom. And I thought of whenever I put someone on that list She was the one that said, Zameer, no, don't listen to them. You can and you will do well. Let's share a little story with you. And bear with me because very rarely do you get an opportunity to truly thank the people in your life that have supported you. And I want to take the time to thank my mom. I was in 5th grade. Notice I go back a lot. But I was walking home from school, and these 2 bullies came up to me, and I wasn't as big as I am now, and they started messing with me, all right? And whatever, so they beat me up. So I get home. I get home, and I go, I didn't want to tell my mom, because, I was still proud. I didn't want to admit I got beat up, so I told her, but mothers know. Mothers always know what's going on. So my mom comes to me, and she drags it out, and she teaches me then how to be a boxer. She's like, look, you can fight for yourself. You got your family. You got us. You're not in this alone. I said, all right. So the next day, I'm at school. Now I'm on a school bus. I get off, and now I'm like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, ready. I'm about to knock this guy out. Well, I'm walking, but I'm also nervous. I'm still scared he's going to come kick my tail. And I look around, and in the corner of my eye, I see my mom. Now, she was walking a block back with like a baseball bat in her hand. And I said I said to myself, I could have been embarrassed, and I think I was because I didn't go back to see her because I just kept walking. But I said to myself, wow, my mom has enough confidence in me to let me go on my own, but she will stand by me through everything. And that built a lot of confidence in my heart. Mom, you're over there somewhere. This night is not for me. This night is for you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. Having thought of my mom, it hit me that I did not have a list of people that had helped me and motivated me. So I started to compile a list and realized that it was much longer than the list of people that had doubted me. And truly, these were the people that I wanted to thank. I thought about my dad and how he would take me to his store every Saturday afternoon and tell me about my business, about business. I thought about my uncle who's visiting from New York, who was my first mentor and still remains my primary mentor. I thought about my grandfather who passed away 2 years ago, who came to this country with nothing but the shirt on his back to provide me this opportunity to stand in front of you. I thought of my families in New York and Houston and how each one of them have always built and instilled confidence in me. I did think of those good teachers, Miss DeVos, Miss Dixon, Miss Spielberg, who told me, don't listen to those others. You can and you will do well. Then I began thinking about the people in ALPFA. I thought about the founders. I thought about the people, the past presidents who created this organization 30-something years ago. You all gave me this opportunity. Thank you. I thought of our CEO, Manny Espinosa, who's giving me the devil's eye right now because I'm straying away from the teleprompter. Bear with me, Manny. I reached out to Manny in September of 2001 as a student at Florida International University. Myself and a few of my colleagues called him up and said, hey, we're taking you to breakfast. We want to start a chapter of ALPFA at FIU. Even with his busy schedule, he sat with 6 hungry college students, met with us, talked to us, and since then has been a mentor, somebody that's challenged me, pushed me. Manny, thank you so much for opening these doors for me. I thought of Alfredo Sapero, our national president. Alfredo doesn't know this next fact I'm about to give you guys, but you see, about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, no wait, 2001 when I was in college, okay. He was at Ernst & Young, and he interviewed me for their YMP program. I didn't get the YMP program. So you see, Alfredo made my list. But one thing about Alfredo, he's the most sincere, caring person I have ever met, and he does not give up on people. Through ALPFA and through just, mentorship, Alfredo and I remained in contact. And when it was time for me to move back from New Jersey to Miami, Alfredo opened his doors to me to come work at BDO Seidman. And has not just become somebody that I worked for, but sincerely and truly a mentor and a friend. Thank you, Alfredo. I then thought about my current firm, BDO Seidman, and all the people that supported me there. To earn such an award, you need a company or a firm that will support you because of a significant time commitment. A lot of people think that just because Alfredo's national president, the ALPFA people in the office can do whatever they want. Well, not exactly. You really need the support of individuals such as Albert Lopez, the managing partner, Ian Shapiro, senior manager, Sandy Lenner, and Ed Godoy, and all the individuals at BDO Seidman who have truly given me the time. And so that's why when I go recruiting, and I say BDO doesn't stand for Binder Dicteote, it stands for the best darn organization if you want to be in public accounting. We're at a special time, 680 members for Alpha Miami, 2,000 people at the convention. I thought and I thank of my Alpha Miami board. You guys have inspired me and driven me. Thank you. I thought of my closest friends who are here tonight, Yvette, Sean, Jose, Linda, Fernando, Manny, James, and those who couldn't make it but called me, Joe, Louis, and Leighton. My grandfather used to say that if you had one person that you could call your best friend, you had the greatest blessing of all. I guess being an only child, I used to pray a lot for brothers and sisters. I think my God answered my prayers with a lot of close personal friends. I thought of the great students from the FIU Accounting Association. Where are you guys? Vanessa, Valerie, Amy, and all of the students, past and present, from the FIU Alpha chapter, you have been a tremendous support and source of energy for me. Thank you for everything. As I kept going through this new list, I realized that these were the people that I needed to thank, and not those that doubted me. For the ones that doubted me were but obstacles in life, but these people that supported me are the reason that I stand in front of you. When I first heard that I was getting this award, I told one of my close friends that I was receiving this honor. He said to me, "Man, it sounds a lot like that most likely to succeed thing in high school." I'm like, "Yeah, kind of." He's like, "All right, well, don't screw it up. You got to keep doing better." I said, "All right." So I thought to myself and I said to him, "Well, you know what? I got one thing going for me. I've got all of the Alpha members because there's something special going on here. They won't let me fall." Lastly, and I wanted to keep with tradition and make, 2 years ago, Genaro Perez called his wife, right, to thank somebody, and then last year Alfredo called his wife to thank somebody. So I said, I'm going to call somebody. But then I looked at the list and realized that there was a lot of girls that had said no. So I didn't have anybody to call. This is where you go, aw. But then it hit me. 5 years with Alpha. I'm calling each and every one of you. Everyone here, there's so many mentors, so many people that have helped me. My family, my friends, each and every one of you. There's so many names. I can't go through them all because all of you have really inspired me. You know who you are. You know who I call. You know who I email. Thank you to each of you. But this is it. This is what Alpha is about. If you leave here tonight, know that this Alpha, it's passion, it's going to be in your blood, and it's something to truly be proud of. There's no reason that as a whole, that together we cannot succeed as one. To those of you that are younger, do not let anyone tell you that you cannot succeed. Do not let your circumstances be an excuse for lack of success. Work hard, give back to Alpha, and your community and a world of opportunities will open up to you. For those that are ahead of me, thank you for paving the road. And to each of you tonight, thank you for humoring me with your time. Good night.
Okay, congratulations, Zameer. The next